22. Utah State is 23. Georgia is 24. Wisconsin is 25. And Oklahoma is 26. One of the things DA wanted me to mention for him, he was saying that how the SEC, how the Big East and the ACC used to be. Well, it looks like the SEC, for whatever reason, they're pretty big now with the conference rankings right now, and so he wanted me to touch on that and mention that. But so it's January. They're going to be getting into conference play here real quick, or they should be already with college basketball. So he wanted me to mention that as well. So we got through that. I guess we can get on to the NBA because Ryan is here.
Yeah.
We're gonna get right to the NBA. What we got going? We had some good games last night. We had Cleveland and
OKC.
OKC. Good game.
Yeah.
Good game.
Yeah, man. Basically, number one in the East versus number one in the West. Had that. They were both coming in on, big winning streaks. So, I think OKC had won like 15 straight. So yeah, man, it was, and the game didn't disappoint, man. It was
lived up to everything.
Nip and tuck the whole time, and I just find it unbelievable what OKC's doing because they're doing this without Chet and without Caruso, and they're still there. And not only that, they're the youngest team in the NBA.
Yes,
the youngest team in the NBA, and they're doing that. They have all the prerequisite things that you need, right, to be a contender. You have someone like Shea who can close the game for you, who's going to get to the free throw line. He's a go-to guy. He makes clutch shots, big shots, and they have a nice supporting cast. Jalen Williams, is an up and coming, future all-star in this league. So
definitely,
Chet was balling, man. Before he got hurt, he was balling. He was putting up great stats, man. And he went down, but he's starting to travel with the team now. So it looks like they'll probably get him back, soon. So it's at the 8 week part in his rehab. So so Chet should be coming back. Paulo Banchero's coming back tomorrow for Orlando. So that's huge for them. And that's another team with a lot of injuries who are just staying right there. You know what I'm saying? And steadying the ship, man, while everybody comes back. So some exciting young teams, man, who plays defense, which I know you guys like. You know what I mean? So yeah, absolutely. Man. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, it's exciting. But yeah, that game last night, the Cleveland OKC game, with Cleveland, man, their front court is so so big. You know what I mean? They take up so much space that so they have a defensive identity, right? With with Mobley and my dude with the afro. You know what I'm saying?
What's my man?
Yes.
Dinwiddie. Is it?
No. The center.
The center. Yeah. So they
Jared Allen.
Exactly. Jared Allen.
I'm sorry, I get them too mixed up. My bad.
So they have a defensive identity, right? And then they have an offensive identity as well with the backcourt. So with Donovan Mitchell, Garland. So
Garland.
And the same thing I say about Shea as having a closer and someone who can get to the free throw line, make clutch baskets. They can play one-on-one. They can ISO. Is Donovan Mitchell. He's another closer. Donovan Mitchell hits big shots, man. He makes big shots. Yeah, so he can close. So they have both teams have all the prerequisite things that you need in order to one, make a deep run in the playoffs and hopefully win the championship. So they're definitely two of the favorites to win it, along with Boston. So it's probably, I would say Boston right now, OKC, Cleveland, they're in a tier of their own right now. You know what I'm saying? Those three teams. Because Boston's going to be tough. Why? Because they've done it before. So they know. Right. You know what I mean? They know what it takes to do it. And it looks like Cleveland, you know, when I think you guys beat Cleveland last year, right? In the playoffs, right?
Players first.
Yeah,
I believe the first round. Yeah.
yeah, the first, and you guys demolished them.
Yeah.
Actually out rebounded them. Like you beat them, you know, playing their game at their strength.
Yeah.
So
We
you
we
know,
definitely outdid them on every
right.
aspect.
So
So
now a new coaching staff. So they look prime and ready, man. They look prime and ready. Mobley looked like he's taking a step. He's taking the next step.
Mobley, yeah.
Mobley. So he should be an all-star this year as well. So he has those credentials this so far in the season. So great
We're gonna see a
basketball.
lot. We're gonna see a lot of first time all stars.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be
Yeah.
a lot. There's a lot of young guys, which is good. I mean, we getting
Yep.
introduced to a lot of young guys who's actually
Cade Cunningham might make
Cade
it.
Cunningham.
You know what they're doing in Detroit is nice, and it's Bernie Bickerstaff who was just let go from Cleveland. He goes take over the young team, and now they got those boys playing, man. So but like I said last time, man, just a heartbreaking loss for them, man, losing Ivy, because they had it clicking, man. They had it going, but they're still winning. They're still on a win streak. They're still winning. So they got Golden State tonight. So we'll see what happens there. But just like you said, D-Dubs, it's gonna be a lot of first timers, man. Cade, Mobley, and it's funny, they're from the same draft class, right? With Jalen Green, my dog from Toronto. And I think he made the All-Star team. I want to say no, he won our Rookie of the Year. So yeah, man. So it's some good basketball, man. And then last night we had Giannis and the alien. We had him and Wemby go at it. And they're playing, and San Antonio's playing good. So it's like teams you thought were going to be really good, like the Phoenix Suns, the Sacramento Kings, the Minnesotas, the Golden State Warriors, Indiana Pacers. Who else I'm missing? They're fighting for their lives, man, trying to get out the play-in. So the Milwaukee Bucks, they started off slow. They're coming. They're steadily improving. But a lot of teams that we all thought that Denver steadying the ship as well. I think they're fourth right now. Dallas has a lot of injuries. Luka and Kyrie are out. So yeah, man. So it's up for grabs, man. It's up for grabs, bro.
I really didn't realize how because Golden State started off hot.
Right. I want to say they were like 11 games over 500. They were number one in the West.
They must have dropped. They must have went on a hell of a losing streak, because they have 500 right now, 18, 8, 9th place.
Right. And I heard something today that since that hot start, they've been one of the 5 worst teams in the league as far as efficiency rating, scoring, and the reason why, a lot of blame is going to Buddy Hield, because Buddy Hield started off like gangbusters, man. He started this season, he was hitting everything. He basically looked like healthy clay out there. D'ing up too, just hitting everything. He hit a low where he could, you live by the 3, you die by the 3, especially with him, because there's not really much to his game other than 3-point shooting. Doesn't really have a tight handle, doesn't really create for others. He plays off of guys. So, so he just started off super hot, and it carried over. But then when he hit that rough patch, you can see, you know what I'm saying? And Golden State is a team, they're not hitting their threes, they're not as effective. You know what I mean? Much like a lot of teams. But the thing is with Golden State, especially in the glory days, they were always one of the top defenses in the league.
Right.
Even with their 3-point shooting prowess, right? So yeah. So you got a question, brother?
No, I was just saying, I was holding up the one, like, one trick pony.
Okay. Yeah. That's what they look like now. And now Jonathan Kuminga is out for like 3 weeks. And he was coming on, but they were still losing games though, right? So they're trying to figure out, that's why there was the rumors with Jimmy Butler, maybe for a Kuminga Wiggins deal. but they came out and said they don't want Jimmy. Jimmy wants to go to Phoenix. There's reports
Wait,
that there's
you gonna go to Phoenix to tear that down even more?
right. Hey, listen, I'm hoping because as a Rockets fan, we
Poor
have all
KD.
as a Rockets fan, we have all their draft assets, man. So I'm
Hey,
hoping
speaking
for
of the
that.
Rockets, you guys look great. I mean, you guys are young,
Yes.
Bro,
talented. I mean, it's
just
And I like the
crazy.
fact they play defense.
they they
Yeah,
they all bought in, bro. Jalen
yeah,
Green
they
has bought in playing defense. Alperen Sengun, in the last, his first 3 years, he was a liability on the defensive end. He's
yeah.
bought in. So and it's the culture, right? It's
24 and
Ime.
12.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's Ime.
Oh, I
So
like him. I like Ime. I
yeah,
like him
surrounding
as a
culture.
coach.
And then, 2 years ago, they got criticized for bringing in Dylan Brooks, but he's been steady for the Rockets, man.
Hey
Van
man,
Vliet, Van
Can I
Vliet has
you
yeah,
can't get mad for bringing in a defensive guy.
right, absolutely. So
He's gonna be a glue guy, and
and,
that's
yeah,
what.
and sort of a veteran too, right? To
Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
locker room, which I think sometimes NBA locker rooms in this era lack for whatever
Mm-hmm.
reason. To
They
me,
forget.
they don't have that guy like Dylan, and he's been like you said, he's there for his defensive prowess and stuff like that, but just the veteran leadership in there, and
Jeff
that
Green, they brought in Jeff Green, who's won a championship with Denver. They brought in
Mm-hmm.
Fred Van Vliet, who won a championship with Toronto as a six man. So
Yeah.
so because they were so young, they were just out there
It,
just trying to
just
figure it
doing,
out.
yeah, trying to
But
figure it out.
now,
But you got some wily vets in there
oh,
that can bridge the gap,
and they're
help them
so
out.
deep, man. Like
Yeah.
these last four drafts, like after the Harden era, we got Sengun and Jalen Green, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the next draft, they got Jabari Smith and Tari Eason. Then the next draft, they got Amen Thompson, who's balling. And then they
That
got
boy,
and then they got Cam Whitmore, right?
balling and brawling.
Brawling and brawling.
brawling and brawling.
Yeah, then they got Cam Whitmore, and in this last draft, they brought in Reed Shepherd, who could. They're so deep, he can't even get minutes. He just went
Hey
down
man, you sent that article, man. I was looking at Reed Shepherd. I was like, wait a minute. They sent him, this guy down to the G League
to the
because
G
they
League
ain't got no
and
spots.
damn near hit for 50
And
in
49
the G
points.
League. Yeah, and that's not nothing to
Nah.
scoff at, man. The G League got some
That
hoopers
means
out
you
there.
don't belong
You know
there.
what I'm
If you
saying?
scoring
So,
49 points, that means you don't belong in the G League, dog. You gotta go somewhere.
right, but here's the thing, though,
Yeah.
right? One thing about Ime is defense first. If you're missing assignments, and the one thing I love about Ime, man, like he'll hold anybody accountable. The best player can get his ass on the bench, can be benched. You know what I mean? It's he's riding with whoever's playing good that night, and he's just riding him. And he plays a deep bench, man. He plays like
No,
nine
what?
guys.
He plays a what? He plays a
10
what?
guys. He plays
He
the
plays the
bench,
bench.
yeah, because they're super deep. They're super
Hey,
deep. I mean, the Holiday brothers there.
yeah.
Jay Sean Tate's getting minutes, and not only that, Tari Eason, and Jabari Smith are hurt, and they're not skipping a beat. So, yeah. Shout out to the Rockets, man. Like, I knew they were going to improve from the 41-41 record and just missing the play-in last year. I knew they were going to improve and be a better team. I did not see this. I did not see this at all.
The Rockets.
I did not see this at all. And again, there's a lot of basketball
because
left.
I told I
I'm still
don't
very
really
happy.
get going till after Martin Luther King, so that's a week away, right? So
Yeah.
this is when
Yeah.
we start getting into basketball. These guys done played enough games now. They pretty much know who they are and trying to figure things out. So well, actually, let me get back to this. Let me double back because the minute police me, and I'm part of that minute police because I no, you wasn't here Monday. Monday I had mentioned Tom Thibodeau, and I was like the Knicks. The Knicks is going right back to what happened to them last year. When you just grind out your starting five, and you might just you play five, you play maybe about what 6, 7, 8 players, and that's it. you don't go no deeper than on the bench. And I said that could be a problem. And when the Knicks played OKC, that fourth quarter was they was gas, and a lot of people. This came out. A lot of people seen what I seen. So I'm not blowing my horn that I seen it. Everybody's seen what I seen. So
and
that's an
That's an
absolute issue with Tibbs, right? So who gets to Tibbs?
That's his mantra.
Who is in that on that assistant coach bench that says, "Hey, dude, we can't continue to do this. We got to play." I mean, it's a long season. I know we want to win every game, but we got to go. We got to see what we got in the regular season. So when we get to the playoffs, because we got enough talent on that bench, we could beat anybody in the league. But what good is it if you're tired down the stretch, man? Because you don't get enough to get over the hump.
Right. Their bench is very weak.
I mean,
I'm being honest. The bench is very weak, but it's up to the coach to empower the bench. Right? You have to empower the bench. You have to give them confidence and give them a shot.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? And give them a shot to make mistakes. Like, I don't mind Tibbs playing his starters long minutes, because sometimes you're just gonna have to do that.
Sometimes.
But what I don't like, but I mean, if you're trying to win the game, you're trying to win the game. I get it, but he keeps them out there even when they're up big.
Well, that happened the other night with Cat.
With Cat, like against Chicago, sometimes you just gotta pull the plug.
The game is over. It's in hand.
And then he got hurt. Then he tweaked his knee, and I'm like, and the same thing happened with Randall last year. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean,
and you know what? So it's not just Tibbs. It's got to be the players as well. The players got Brunson has power.
But you know what he's going to.
Hey, I'm not going back.
You know what? I got you. But you know what he said the other night? He's like, nah, it's not about playing us too long. And see, this is the thing. He's not going to want to throw his coach underneath the bus, and I get it. I get it, man. You're not going to say, yeah, man, I'm tired, bro. You're not going to say that. He's not going to say it.
Right.
But there's somebody that got to say, hey, Tibbs, bro.
But
you got to give these guys some gap. You got to give them some rest, because, like, look at that fourth quarter. Maybe if they got a couple minutes rest, that fourth quarter they could have brought them in, and then they could have finished the job. But the fact of the matter, they can't. Right. I mean, they had OKC the whole entire game up until the fourth quarter.
Which is
and Deuce was out as well. Deuce has been hurt. So that only make your bench even thinner. So in an ideal world for the Knicks, you should want Hart coming off the bench to give you that punch, right? So if you can sacrifice a little bit of the starters with Hart, and he can still finish the game.
Absolutely.
You know
because you already playing 40-something minutes. Yeah, he could finish the game.
Yeah, so,
he's
but like right. So listen, the injury to Mitch hurt, losing eyes, Hartenstein hurt. But like I said, you have to empower your guys when especially early in the season. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're trying to stack wins, but man, you can't you got to have some awareness, man, of time.
That's all I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying?
Just so I'm not gonna get on Tibbs for playing his guys a lot in close games.
And I like the guy. I really do. I like the guy as a coach. No, but I'm just saying that listen, you're doing the same thing. We did the same thing last year.
Right.
I'm just saying,
because
look at what's going on. Look what you did in Chicago.
Right, because and the thing is, right, and then people are just waiting for it, right? They're seeing it like, let's see if you're going to take them out. You know what I'm saying? So people are waiting for it. So when you see what happens in Chicago, where Cat gets hurt, where, the likelihood of them winning that game, he has to, you have to get him out of there, man. You have to get him out of there. And like I said, you have to empower your bench. I mean, you're on the team for a reason.
I'm just saying. I mean, you thought of them as being good. So why? Kolick,
They got Shamet. They got Shamet playing minutes.
They got Shamet back because he got hurt, and he was supposed to be with the team, but he got hurt, so they waived him. But you got the kid Kolick. Give him some time to shine out there.
Right. No, I got it. And he's another one who's been a revelation. He's played well. He's played well in the G League. So and they like him. So you have to get your starters rest at some point during the regular season, especially if they're not going to miss games.
Right.
Because one thing I do like about the Knicks, them dudes play, man. Them dudes play. But within playing, give them minutes within the game. You can't play every game and then play every minute. Their 5 starters are tops in the league in minutes, basically.
Bro, when I seen that minute, when I seen 42 minutes, almost everybody had, I was like,
that's crazy. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And on top of that, there's been games where the Knicks blow people out.
You still playing.
Get them up out of there.
And then
they had the best. They have one of the best offenses in the league.
Absolutely, man.
Get them up
and
out
then
of
when
there,
I see
man.
OKC, I mean, and like we said, we know the Knicks got a weak bench. Got it. But then when I see OKC, I'm like, man, they don't seem like they don't care who they play on that bench.
But I can also say this, right? We say Knicks got a weak bench and OKC, bench is good. Their bench is good because they get opportunity and the coach puts them out there to succeed. So I don't know some of those players out there. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell is that? I mean, damn, he's balling. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, the Isaiah Joes and guys like that. You know what I'm saying? Like this, they're not household names, but they contribute. You know what I'm saying? And they have a rotation.
Tibbs, just do me a favor, man. Just go down your list a little bit, man. Go down, just look down to your right. And just see that you got you got some players down there, man. Just dust them off a little bit.
I mean, and even if it costs you a game or two, right? You still got a great record.
You still up. That's what I'm saying.
You're still number 3. You know what I'm saying? In the East, behind. Yeah, you still there.
I just say you just got to manage. You got to manage the time. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
So I could be the minute police all you want, but
when it comes to, I just thought it was funny.
No, I know. When you sent that, that it annoyed me to no end. I said, this guy don't know what I say, the minute I say, I said, oh God. I said, oh God. He had that tweet annoyed me. I said, but I was like, okay, he got. Yeah, he got it.
I mean,
that's a good one.
You know what I mean? So
the minute
police.
Right. Yeah, man. But yeah, so like I said, good basketball is coming up, man. The league is wide open, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's young. It's young fun. And it's fresh.
It's young, and you see the writing on the wall with the older superstars, the KDs, the Stephs, the LeBrons. You know what I'm saying? So you see the next generation coming, and you see them not phasing. I don't want to disrespect them and say they're phasing out, but right now the Suns are not even in the play-in. The Warriors are fighting for the play-in. You know what I'm saying? And the Lakers are like, I think six seed or something like that. But they're right there.
Phoenix is really fighting. Like they're
reeling. They just brought Nurkic and Bradley Beal off the bench. I think that's a ploy to try to get Bradley Beal to want to leave so he can waive his no trade clause. But here's the thing: the Heat don't want Bradley Beal. The Heat doesn't want to take back contracts unless they're getting an all-star back in return. They rather let Jimmy walk and not get nothing back and get all the cap space, and in 2026 get ready, to sign a free agent, because the writing's on the wall. This is Hero's team. This is Bam's team. Even Jaime Jaquez is now going to get Jovic. So they're going with the youth movement, and it's just time. It's time. It's ran its course with Jimmy. No problem, man. Like like I said, man, how many times are you just gonna keep coming from the 8th seed because you don't want to take the regular season serious and you want to be the 8th seed? And again, 2 years ago, they went to the 8th seed and they beat Boston, they beat Milwaukee, and Jimmy was great, but that's not a recipe for long success. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And I'm hearing that Phoenix has an extension already ready for him,
For
for
Jimmy?
Jimmy, a 2-year extension. Looks like Kevin Durant and Booker wants to play with Jimmy. So it looks like the odd man out is Bradley Beal, but Bradley Beal controls the cards because he has a no trade. So it's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard. Like I was saying, to a lot of my Heat friends that if I was Riley, I was saying this 2 months ago, man, go and trade Jimmy and go get Wiggins and Kuminga, because when Golden State was faltering, because I think Kuminga's gonna be a star. I don't know about superstar, but I think he's somebody that you could take a chance on at 22 years old. He's a wing, a big wing, high motor, athletic, has the mid range. Yeah, so I just felt like maybe that was a trade they could have looked into and had better vision with that. But again, and this all stems back from Pat Riley not giving Jimmy the extension. That's all it is. It's not Jimmy's not worrying about getting the love back for basketball. Please, come on, man. This is about man. You ain't give me the extension, and I took you to two finals.
That's it. Facts.
And you ain't give me the extension. I won out.
That's all it's
about. That's all that's about.
Well, Jimmy doesn't know Heat history. For crying out loud, he didn't pay Dwayne. He didn't pay Shaq when Shaq was up. So Jimmy, you haven't even won a championship. I mean, you brought them to the championship, but you should.
Right? Yeah, Riley. Right? Yeah, the front office, Riley. The front office, Mickey Arison. They don't acquiesce to none of these stars. They do it their way.
That's it.
And that call it the Heat culture. I know people hate to hear that word, but that's just the way they roll, man. That's just the way they roll. That's just the way they roll, man. So like, look, they didn't give Dwayne Wade the extension when he was 34.
Did.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure did.
You know what I mean? So
remember that?
Where did he go to first? Did he go to Chicago? Or did he go to Cleveland? No, he went. Okay, he went to Chicago first, and then he went to Cleveland.
Yeah, he went to Cleveland. Correct.
Yeah. Okay, and then back to Miami.
Yeah, and always forgiven, and we give him this statue that doesn't even look like him. But
I don't know who that looked like.
Right, have you seen that thing?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. He looks like the statue looks like oh man, what's that movie, man? It's the movie
alien thing. It looks crazy.
Yeah. Oh my God, the crypt or something. I forgot. I had a picture of it, man.
2 months ago, when I was downtown, and I said, let me go see the statue where everybody's talking about. And I said, man, this thing don't even look like him. But
right,
I don't know. Man. Quick question. And JJ Redick, has he eaten enough crow? You think? Opinion?
Nah, I think it's early. No, I don't. And also because you mentioned JJ Redick, man, he lost his home in the fires too, man. So hey, man, bless all those people in LA. I lived in LA for 8 years, man. So I ain't live where they were living, but Jeepers Creepers. Thank you, Debbie. D. He looks like Jeepers Creepers. Hey, Debbie, hit it for me, man. Yeah. Jeepers Creepers. He's short. He looked just like Jeepers Creepers, man. Right. So, but yeah, man. You know what? Like, it's tough, right? Because I mean, the dude's old, man. You know what I'm saying? LeBron is getting old, man, and he's playing good.
Getting old.
But I just don't think. I just think that team doesn't work. I really don't think that team works.
Clearly.
Like,
I told y'all that, but years ago. I mean,
yeah, like
he's not winning another chip. Y'all can hang that up. But go ahead.
At some point, you just can't keep firing all these coaches and then blaming all the coaches.
That's what he does. But
I understand that,
We said that for years. But
listen,
go ahead.
and
No,
I'm
not going to go.
yeah, I'm not putting all the blame on LeBron's feet because he's still playing ball, but he's just not what he
Correct.
was. He can't carry a
100%.
team like that.
And we,
Yeah, Anthony Davis is having a season, but you know, the guard Reeves, Austin Reeves is starting to play
Yes.
better. They I love the trade with them getting
shipping
oh my
Russell out of
god,
there.
Yeah.
D'Lo.
yeah, shipping Russell and getting the other guy, the 3-and-D guy. I love that. I love that trade for them. That's going to help them in the long run. But they're another trade away, man, from competing. They're not going to compete for no championship the way they're assembled right now. But to answer your question, Kev, about JJ Redick, right? Yeah, he's not getting enough, thrown at his feet. But I kind of understand why, because what was the expectations anyway? I didn't think they were a contender, so they're pretty much right where I thought they would be. You know what I mean? So I'm more shocked from the Phoenix aspect, the Minnesota aspect with the trade. That hasn't panned out as the cat Randall trade hasn't panned out as much as I thought it would be. Even with Dante hasn't been playing that well neither. You know what I'm saying? So and then you see what Cat's doing in New York. You're like, damn, and yeah, right.
Yo, is this true?
And not only that, you broke up a team that went to the Western Conference Championship.
Yo, is this true? Did you hear?
You know what I'm
Did you
saying?
hear? Did you hear anything about Randall and Ant-Man
in the
getting
practice.
into
Yo,
friction?
Ant-Man said, "Look,
Look like
I read about
look
that.
like you wearing
Ant-Man
jeans out
said,
there.
man, look like you hoop, look like the way you hoop, look like you wearing jeans." That was hilarious. Listen, Ant-Man is
Yo,
hilarious,
that
bro.
cat
He
is
is
funny,
funny.
dude.
He's funny. He's so country. He's from
Yeah.
Georgia. He's must see TV, man. His interviews. He plays great. He's high. He's a high flyer. You know what I'm saying? He's must see TV, man. But
I
yeah,
saw it.
man.
So I don't know, man. They look like now is. I mean, to me, it look like I always said the Knicks got the better of the trade, but they still got to play the game.
Cat's been fantastic.
Cat. He's been a
Cat's,
double machine. I mean, high double machine. And
right now, what that did was it strengthened your starting five, but it also hurt your bench.
Yeah, so you had to get something to.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I get it. Right, but yeah, man. But
shout out to Penn State, real
like
quick.
I said, it all goes back.
They just scored.
Yeah. Did they score? Yeah, it all goes back to, like I said with Tibbs, man. It's just empowering the guys on your bench. That's your job. That's why I love Don Staley. Even though Don Staley gets freaking 4 and 5 star recruits, they're so deep. They play everybody, man. Because I mean, if you're in the NBA, that means you can hoop. Yeah. So if you get your shot to play, you should produce. Period. You know what I mean? So, I mean, yeah, he has to do a better job of putting the bench players in a position to succeed. Right. He has to coach in that aspect. He can't just be the same coach and then just be like, I'm just gonna run these guys into the ground and boom, boom, boom. And the lucky thing is, you really can't practice during the season. He'll have your ass practicing. So it's Tibbs' job to put the bench in a position to succeed. And I understand, man. While you're out there in the fire and the game is close, you're gonna ride your stuff. But man, when the game is out of reach, either if you're down big or you're up big, get the guys some rest during the regular season.
That's all. That's all I say.
And even too, like, I understand it. I know we don't like to hear it, man. But even if you have to, rest the guy here and there because you're playing him so many minutes, there should be games where you can give Brunson a blow and let him rest, whether he's hurt or not. I understand, guys. Nobody wants to hear that, but especially in the Knicks case where they don't have a big bench and they play their starters so many minutes. What's the phrase? Y'all don't like the rest? What's it called again? The
What?
load management.
Load
The
management?
load management. Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you said
Yeah. So sometimes you gotta load manage what with the Knicks starters. I obviously think they need some of that. There's no need for the starters to be playing almost damn near 40 minutes a game, man.
Now, I will agree with you on that. I will agree with you. Low management within the game, and like you said, I just went off the other day. I said, "Why you got Cat in the game? This game is over." And sure enough, Cat gets hit. Go ahead.
Yeah. And,
hey,
right, yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Ryan.
No, I'm good.
Okay, I know we're gonna be short of time, but real quick, the NBA All-Star game is coming up.
I'm not even looking. I'm not even looking forward to it, to be honest with you, man.
And I just
like
seen this new format.
Yeah.
With Team Chuck, Team Shaq, Team Kenny in some tournament style format.
Yeah. So basically, you're gonna have 3 teams from the NBA. All stars, and then the 4th team is going to be like the rising stars, the freshmen, the rookies and the sophomores, and they're going to have like a 4-team tournament type thing. We'll see how it works. I don't like it.
I would just go back to East and West, bro.
I'm with that, bro. And I'm even down to bring back the Elam rule for the All-Star game.
Listen, that was Ryan's signature when he came on the show, when he first started coming on the show, he said, "Hey guys," that's when we got the guys. The Elon, I said, guys, come on. I was like, Ryan, come on,
the All-Star game is perfect, man. It forces them to play.
No, 100% makes them play. Go back to East West, do the Elon and we're good. Stop it.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, man. I gave you a lot of flack for that one, but you was right on that one. You hit the nail. That one was better. That was fun. It was better. But this Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey circus
I don't
stuff,
like it.
I'm just not with it, and I don't know how many people they're gonna get to check in. But they're always trying to make an event. All-Star this year will be happening in Oakland, and this year. So I just wanted to bring that up.
And I'm looking forward to the Unrivaled 3-on-3 women's basketball league that's going to be starting like another week. So I'm looking forward to that. So a lot of stuff to look forward to in terms of women's basketball.
That's the 3-on-3. That's correct.
Yeah, that's 3-on-3. And just to touch on some women's basketball too, man. Ashlyn Watkins for South Carolina. She tore her ACL, so she's out for the year. That's a big blow. But like we said, man, Dawn Staley, it's next woman up. They're so deep. They play everybody, so everybody's not going to be scared of the moment. So because everybody gets minutes, and there's fans from other teams, always say, well, you should go into transfer portal because you don't get a lot of minutes and stuff like that. But with Dawn, listen, man, she empowers everybody, and that's one of the reasons why she's such a great coach. And she gets a lot of the best players in the nation. But still, you have to empower your bench because no matter, every player is gonna have times where their confidence is low or what have you. They're not playing well, but that's where the coaching comes in, man. There's so hopefully we'll see South Carolina try to defend their title. Losing Ashlyn Watkins was a big loss, but they have Joyce Edwards, the awesome rookie, freshman. Freshman that's going to step up. The transfer Dada, she's gonna step up. Adele Tack, she's gonna step up. So they have bigs. So I just want to throw that out there, man. Just give a shout out to Ashlyn Watkins. Get well soon.
Gotcha. Great show, guys. Great show. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll pass it around here. We had a great show here. It's only 3 of us on tonight, man. Shout out to those that are missing for Dan. He was in the comments there for a second. Shout out to Dan. Let me give him some love again. Dan won the damn
Dan kicked our butts, man.
Whoa. Kicked y'all butts. I was only down by 2 or so. If I looked at the
Were
records.
you?
Yeah, I wasn't that far behind.
I forgot to do the last week, man.
So I told him, I said, Dan, the only reason why you won is because they had them Saturday games and I forgot about them.
Right.
The Wednesday games and
the Wednesday game. That I was like, oh shoot, they playing today. I forgot. I forgot to go to the phone. So you got that, Danny.
All hail Dan K, the hockey dude. He won the damn NFL Pick'em 2 years in a row, man. So Dan, your trophy's on the way, sir. Your trophy's on the way. We're showing you some love. So I don't want to hear you in the chat tonight crying, talking about we didn't show you the love. So we're giving you your flowers now.